are we?
Georgie,
Yeah!
let's go.
Let's go!
What's up?
Interactive.
Fallscast Podcast,
Back at it.
June edition. Boy, I've got so much material.
I-
I don't even know where to start.
Yes!
Actually, I do know where to start.
You started up.
The College World Series men's
I knew you were
champion
going there.
Oklahoma Sooners, baby.
Bam,
That's where
you
I'm
gotta
going.
Be proud. 13-2.
Now, ironically,
I think.
the last time the Oklahoma Sooners football team won a national championship was in
1862.
wrong 2001. Who did they beat?
The same team, North Carolina.
Nope, Florida State.
Florida
Good
State.
Try. Guess what the score was?
13-2. Whoa! It's symmetrical. Wow, there's a lot of planets aligning here.
Whoa. That's kind of crazy, right?
I like it. I like a lot of that numerical symmetrical
Yeah, it's
stuff.
yeah. It's numerology. Is that where you were going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we talk about angel numbers?
Well, before we do that,
Later.
we need to just introduce. This is a Fallscast podcast, ladies and gentlemen. George and I have been providing content for the last 4 years. And
Premium content.
And we are happy to deliver once again
Yes.
to this show. Today, we are going to talk about a lot of fly fishing, a lot of upcoming fishing, and just conditions generally in the fly
Upper
fishing.
Midwest.
The fly fishing world in the upper Midwest, yes. But also, we're going to expand that a little bit
Yes,
to
we
the
are.
western side,
Yes, we are.
which I've had a chance to fish once this year out west.
I want to hear about your Montana trip.
It was great. But before we do that, and before we get to fishing, which I promise we will, we need to talk about this blockbuster trade that happened to your squad over the last couple days.
Christmas came early for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Is it true that it
Yeah.
came early, or did it?
No,
is
it
this
came
the
early.
wah that we're going to be talking about for years
If
to
you
come?
didn't know the player's name, and I said I have a 31-year-old, going to be 32-year-old
With knee
bully
problems,
ball player with bad knees
yeah.
who only played 35 games last year and has missed 2 of the last 3 playoff series, would you give up 3 number ones and 3 good players for him?
Are we talking about Julius Randle?
No, we are talking about the Greek Freak. Julius Randle hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back. He gone. And we have Naz Reid ready to step in.
I think it's a smart idea.
I do.
Randall has lost his efficacy.
His efficacy, as they would say in my world. And his adverse reactions are getting a little stronger.
Correct.
And more common.
Yes.
Grade 3.
So we eliminate the variable.
Yes, you did.
But Giannis going is kind of a big deal. So they got Tyler Hero.
Yep.
Who else did they get?
They got a center, a point guard, and a...
I like Tyler Hero, by the way.
Tyler Hero's a Milwaukee native.
No, he's swell.
You
He's
know,
solid.
you know all this stuff.
Yeah, I followed him his whole career pretty much.
Yeah.
Upper
no.
Midwest guy.
I'm with you. You know what? They're not going to contend after they made that trade.
How many years they got? Are they like the Timberwolves who are like on the cusp of being good, but they're really not that
now
good?
it's all we can hope for in like 2 years, because you're going to tonight they have the 10th and 13th pick. They're going to grab 2 rookies that are both going to start right in November.
So that's what they're betting on, basically.
yeah, they're going on youth all day.
What do the Timberwolves have tonight?
They did a pick swap, so now they have the 33rd, I'm pretty sure, tonight. They have the 33rd pick.
Is that like a meaningless pick?
Yeah. It was to clear salary space so IU could make that 112 mil.
Dude, he was solid.
Here, I'm going to read it to you. And that means their whole system is going to be like quicker and running and full court.
Well, it's going to match what they're going up against, right?
Exactly. The West. So are we going to cut ahead? So now the T-Wolves will acquire Brooklyn's number 33 pick for Randall and number 28. Not bad. I think it was about a salary dump for
It's almost
Randall.
like a back-to-back almost.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'm going to be even more of a T-Wolves fan this year when my Bucks are in the basement reloading.
You know, it's the problem with the everybody thought that the Western Conference is going to walk away with it, right?
Yeah, right.
Everybody said, "Oh yeah,
Who's that much better?"
Yeah. And then you see the Knicks come in and just roll teams.
I know.
Like, what's going on? And then Brunson.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know what happened to him, but all of a sudden he came out of nowhere and like he's just unstoppable.
he was unstoppable.
He's a 6'1"
I know.
force.
And they started just literally pushing him to the ground.
Yeah.
Castle, that guard. And
Dude, I like Castle.
I love him.
He's probably one of my favorite players.
Are you serious? Yeah.
Well, I mean, you look at from a basketball IQ
San Antonio guard, people. Young guy with dreadlocks.
From a
hard.
basketball IQ standpoint.
Yeah.
And this has nothing to do with fly fishing, by the way, so we apologize.
Sorry. Or does it? The guys that catch the most fish are the guys that have the most extreme IQ.
You know, I kind of gauge a guy when I watch him play on TV, whether it's college, high school, NBA,
Wednesday night old man
league, right?
Yep.
I look at a guy and I say, would I want him to be guarding me?
That's a good way to look at it.
There's no way I want Castle guarding me. I wouldn't even be able to dribble past him, even with a pick. You saw how tough he's like.
He's like a football player.
Oh
out
my
there.
gosh! And they wouldn't. I mean, he was pretty handsy too.
Yeah.
So like they were not calling
they
a lot of that hand check stuff, which they never do. And they never. Another thing that bothers me in the NBA, they never call the carry. So like
no, they don't.
So if you got the ball,
they never
and you
call
hand
back.
underneath the ball. Well, the defense doesn't know what to do because they don't know if you're going,
I mean, it's hard for me to admit that, but I love the NBA because it's one part circus, one part state fair.
It's
entertainment.
It's entertainment.
But would you agree some of the best athletes in the world play in the NBA? Oh, you're not going to.
I used to think that.
You don't think? Why? Do tell, why not?
Have you seen hockey players?
Yeah, I mean, they can
pound for
spin
pound,
that puck.
Pound for pound, you got a guy on a thin blade getting body checked,
True. They're very
flown
tough.
around, and then they're able to pass the puck and handle the stick, flip it over guys' sticks for passes, get into the passing lanes. I mean,
yeah, I see
holy
that.
crap!
Yeah, it is pretty impressive.
That is that's an elite skill,
right?
Like from a
specific
sport
skill.
specific skill, pure athleticism. Kind of hard to argue against football, right? Like Bo Jackson is like my epitome of a quintessential athlete. Like LeBron
I feel
James,
like football comes in last.
I don't know. I'm just looking like
it's fun to talk about.
Well, I know, but like LeBron James could have ran track probably like hurdles, or could have like there's some. Bo Jackson was how do you argue with Bo Jackson?
You know what? I was around a
basketball.
D1 basketball player, guys golf tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Huge hoop fan, Nick fan, and he said MJ is by far the greatest leader the NBA has ever had, but he said for pure talent, it's LeBron. And this guy's like 55-year-old white guy. He's like, if you really sit courtside and see everything he does.
I'm not saying that.
And his spacing when he doesn't have the ball, he said, is twice as good as MJ's ever was.
I'll never agree.
I hate to.
I'll never agree to that.
You won't, but I'm making you think about it. He goes, watch him off the ball, how good he is.
You asked me about athleticism, and I would say, man, watching hockey, being a season ticket holder for the last 2 or 3
I love
years,
hockey. It's super fun.
Those
Quick.
guys, I mean, my buddy Mike Webb, talks about, putting a hockey player in a basketball shoes. They could probably do it. Put a basketball guy in a hockey skates. There's no way.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to
There's
look at it.
no way they can do that. And he's right. Like,
well, I think a hockey guy could be a point guard.
I'm a Bambi on hockey skates.
But a hockey guy is not going to be dunking a ball. He's not big enough.
I'm not saying
they're
that.
5'11",
but they can play the sport.
Yeah, for sure.
And they can go up and down the court.
Yeah,
and they probably make a layup. And,
they can make a layup.
And they're athletic enough where they could.
Yeah, they would.
Their leg strength alone
really
will probably allow
springy.
them. I bet. Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure. So I think a fly fisherman is.
And
I'm trying to get us into fishing.
To prove my point on that, and we'll stop at this. Prove my point though, the National Hockey League has gone from 5'9", 5'10", 5'11" guys
to big guys.
Now you got goons that are
That is true.
6'6", 6'7", that are flying up and down the ice. That
is true.
I mean, okay, those guys can dunk. Those guys can.
I'll 100% grant you
gosh.
that.
Yeah.
Now to go back to my guy Woody.
Yeah, Harrelson from White Boys Can't Jump.
Yeah, no, twice the man Woody was. Woody's saying if you're gonna, LeBron plays against twice the competition that MJ ever did. Everybody that guards him
No.
is better and bigger and faster.
No.
Oh, come on. Point guards now are 220.
How tall was Michael Jordan? 6'7"?
We should Google that. No, Rodman was 6'7". MJ, I think, was like a 6'3", 6'2".
No, he wasn't that short. Guaranteed.
MJ?
No, he was not 6'2", 6'3".
But he wasn't 6'7".
No, but I'm just asking. Was he 6'5"?
And in today's world,
Producer
I'm sure
Caleb,
it's like a
we
Chicago
need
election.
a look up on this. The height of Michael Jordan. We need a verbal on this. We're waiting.
6'6".
See, 6'6". So Jordan's 6'6", right? To your point, you got Joe DeMars like trying to
Yeah,
body him up.
yeah.
Okay, probably not going to
But
work.
he's not. Joe Dumars wouldn't play on a team now. he would not.
He was an all-star.
Dude, right, 30
Okay,
years
whatever,
ago.
okay.
No, he's like a beer league basketball player in 2026. He is. He is. Vinny the Microwave Johnson. He wouldn't even get picked.
What
to
about
play.
Cornbread Maxwell?
That guy, too. No, he wouldn't even be playing at Lifetime.
Now they wouldn't, of
That's
course.
what I mean.
But like,
It's harder now. It's a
there
tougher
weren't
sport now.
athletes. But well, here's the thing. It was
It's
a
tough.
it was a different game where they don't call Euro steps. Okay.
That's a legitimate move. That's an athletic move.
No. It's
All right, so let's segue into why fly fishing, you have to be more athletic than bait casting. Chucking a worm.
fly fishing is all about balance.
Go on.
Balance and hand-eye coordination.
Balancing trips to Montana when your wife is begging you to go to your buddy's son's wedding.
I'm really sorry I missed the George Jr.
You missed
celebration.
A knee slap and shindig.
Dude, I would have
jug
loved
blowing.
You've got to know that I would have loved to go to that.
Well, you had your choice.
I didn't. Was it a good celebration?
Fantastic. It was gorgeous. It was all good. It was all that and more. The party never stopped.
Kenny P said he had a good time.
Kenny P. That's a lot of words from Kenny P when you're an elk guide.
That's a good point. Yeah.
He might be all talked out until he guides.
Yeah, you're right. Actually,
You know what I mean?
I did. Although I was lifting with him this morning.
Nice.
And I showed him some spots where I'm going to be out in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, I know where that is. Yeah,
I know where that is.
Yeah. And so
There's a bent tree there.
we had some bonding.
Good,
This morning.
good.
It was good. No, but yeah. So let me talk a little bit about the last couple trips.
I got it.
Just like a little update on the fisheries of Minnesota, Wisconsin, and some of the other streams out west. The conditions, as you know, in Colorado, in terms of water levels, are pretty bad.
Oh, low?
Super droughty.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
like it's a bad.
Okay.
Might be one of the worst droughts they've seen in decades out there.
Ouch.
Yeah. No snow melt because there was no snow. So that's really kind of the leading.
That's exacerbated.
That's the leading cause of a lot of that. Plus, not a lot of rain. They've got a little bit more, but not enough to,
to fill them.
Even in Estes Park, where I'm probably going to be going in the next couple weeks,
We got to talk about this.
there's
too.
probably just the water. They're in a fire risk, so you can't have fire. So Laramie County, I think they're in a fire. No open fires, no like cigars outside.
No.
You got to be careful. It's like they're kind of taking it obviously really seriously. Utah's got some fires going on right now. So there's just not a lot of water. That's an issue. So what does that mean? That means that in the years to come, you're going to have some issues out there with trout fishing, I would assume, because that affects the trout numbers.
They pool up.
Yeah,
and
then if they are gonna, then there's not enough food, and then it's a pretty bad situation.
Do you agree? I heard this theory, maybe from our producer, that the low water, the drought conditions out west are correlated to the rise in UFO sightings the last few years.
That's undetermined at this point.
Okay.
Although that could be substantiated at a future date.
It
I
can't
don't
be
know.
discounted.
Right. I mean,
They're taking our water and minerals.
It's like I said to a lot of people. It's not a 0% chance.
Exactly.
It might
Tell
be.
me there's a chance.
It might be really close.
It could be greater than we think.
So I did a trip out to Montana.
Mhm.
Last episode I talked about after my dad died.
Yep.
My little brother, my son Hunter, and a friend of ours, my cousin from Oklahoma, went up to the Big Missouri River
Yeah.
in Montana. Had a great time.
This is real stuff.
And we fished the Big Hole too on the upper Big Hole. So
in drift boats, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
plenty
yeah.
of water and width. and-
Yep, jet boats on the Missouri and
Wow.
drift boats on the Big Hole.
Nice.
The Big Hole River had the salmon fly hatch going on, which was crazy, but we didn't really get it on the section where we were fishing. We should have been fishing a lower section to be able to get into the hatch more.
Mm-hmm.
We still caught some fish. It was still fun, but we just didn't quite get the insanity that it is. Like right now on the South Fork of the Snake River in Idaho, the salmon fly hatch is on right now.
Wow.
So it's going to be kind of crazy out there.
Sure.
But
What was your average size rainbow and cutthroat?
18 to 22,
Oh, yeah.
kind of like a walleye
Yes,
size.
sir.
You know, they were, but the thing about the fish in the Missouri, I haven't found a fish that fights harder than those trout in that river.
Really?
They are. I don't know if it's the dam that has a lot of the flows that are coming out. By the way, that there was not as much water in the
coming
Missouri.
out of the dam.
It was really low.
Okay.
One of the guides said that a friend of his said that he'd been guiding there for 30 years. He'd never seen the water that low.
Oh.
Yeah. So that drought out west has continued to kind of manifest itself
Yeah.
into different sections.
Yeah.
Not some are not as hit as hard. Some spots got enough snow so it's still melting. The Big Hole River looked pretty good, except they still need some rain out there.
Okay.
But a lot of it,
Historically, it's pretty low.
yeah. But man, you tag into those and your forearms feel it for a little bit.
Oh,
They
heaven.
they pull you. They just tug you. It's great. So catching them on, it was interesting because they weren't hitting the traditional stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe when we were out there, we were a little early because the hatches
The
weren't
hatch was
just
a
wasn't
week away?
quite. It wasn't well any hatch really. There were not a lot of bugs flying in the air. So we kind of had to switch to some different techniques. We actually we fished on the lake part of the
Oh, cool.
Missouri. And we used little leech patterns,
nice.
and it worked.
And stripped them like
Yep.
a streamer?
Well,
what'd
no,
you do?
we just kind of floated them because the current of
Okay.
the lake kind of took them. But yeah, they would. It's kind of like they run in pods. They kind of they
Yeah.
like two
It's
or
like when we
three.
go up to Lucius Lake on the Brule,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's kind of a
Mhm.
river widening, and you treat
Yeah.
it like a little lake.
Yeah, and it's kind of neat. But so yeah, we caught a really good amount. We had a nice time just being together.
That's fantastic.
Then we did a little side DIY, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
And we went up to the Ruby River Range.
Okay.
So the Ruby River Range is just a little bit east of Dillon, Montana, as
Okay.
the crow flies, but it takes you like an hour and a half to get there.
Okay.
So
fun.
it's
Because you're going through the
you have to
mountains.
go around the mountains, yeah. But getting up there, we saw a bunch of there's a car full of girls that were coming out,
Uh-oh.
and they
Trouble.
were super nice. No, they were great, and it was about 45 degrees. It was really cold and raining. It wasn't the best day to do the DIY thing, but we kind of knew it was going to be a blowout too, so it was kind of planned. But
So there were other people around.
yeah,
the Ruby.
and so I asked them what they were, and they hey, we caught them on streamers and
Mhm.
a Prince nymph
Perfect.
on the drop. So I put that on, and my little brother caught two really nice brown
Right
trout.
away?
Yeah,
That's so
right
cool.
away. Really
They
nice
just
one.
tell you.
Yeah, 14, 16 inch.
Oh, those are
brown.
good fish.
Yeah. And so I'm like, that's fun.
So
And so that was good. That was kind of neat. So we got up
that's
to
phenomenal.
Curtis and I went up there a couple years ago, but that, if you remember, the Yellowstone River that year would blown out and like houses are
remember that.
falling in
Yes.
on the Yellowstone.
Yes.
And we were up there at that time, and the Ruby was just raging. It was unfishable. Like, just you're not going to fish it. But now, when we were up there, you could see it was super clear, really pretty river. It's really-
Outstanding.
it's gorgeous. Great river. I would highly encourage people if there's pressure everywhere else, like the Madison and all those other crazy rivers. Some of those
Head up there.
smaller rivers are great. Yeah.
Are
Good
they
fish.
open year round? Like, is there a way to take a trip to that range in March, April? Beat the crowds?
The problem is there's probably ice and snow up there.
Okay.
So you're kind of fighting it like you're fighting the Brule in the springtime.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you're not sure if it's frozen out or I'm sure there's probably ways to fish. I just haven't been up there
Yeah,
that early.
just curious.
You'd have to talk to the local fish guy.
Fish guy.
What's the
local guy? The Whiplash?
Whiplash, yeah.
Sprittles, Sprocket. All the nicknames we gave all those people.
Yeah. No, what was that nickname we gave the guide on the burro? He was great.
Yeah, he's lurking.
It wasn't Snidely Whiplash, though.
It wasn't Snidely Whiplash.
It was Rim Shot.
Rim Shot.
It was Rim Shot. Anyway, so that was a good time. Then I just got back from Mille Lacs.
So how was that trip?
So hey,
God, you know how to do this.
So the Mille Lacs, this is a Mille Lacs update. Yep. So 12 to 15 feet of water, walleyes on the outside edge of the rock reefs. We caught the first 2 days. We got our limit. Slot is 17 to 20 with 1 over 21.
Okay.
So we had brought fish home for the first time in a long time.
All
out there.
right.
I mean, I've brought some fish, but we just eat them up there. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we got some fish to bring home.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Nothing huge.
So what? I mean,
nothing big.
We're talking walleye fillets here.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
But then the wind shifted to come straight out of the northwest.
This sounds bad.
So on that lake, if the wind is out of the northwest, you're screwed. Like you can try to hug that far west side a little bit, but you can't get out to the and if you get out to the reefs, then you got 5 or 6 foot rollers.
Swells.
Yeah, you're just like, this is not
yuck. That's not fun.
No, but the walleye fishing's been the bite has been really good.
Wow, what were you using?
Leeches. But there has been talk about them shutting down the three limit walleye.
I think I saw that too.
And I'm like, dang, if they do that, that's just stinks.
You're going to lose revenue for that town
and
the state.
And for the first time in a long time, going to those launches, like on Garrison, on the east side by Isle, and those launches are full.
Wow, for the first time because there's a fish you can take.
And
I get it.
Yeah, and so we ended up doing a little smallmouth bass fishing. Yeah. That was fine, but we couldn't get to the spots that we wanted to.
Sure.
So the fishing was kind of, but
talk about a 1-2 punch though of awesome trips,
dude. It was great,
right?
I could not have scripted it any better, except it's just the wind. The reason the wind is such a big deal on that lake. A, there's no islands to get behind, really.
No.
B,
it's a dish.
B, it's also a pretty shallow lake. So one of the things that people don't understand about Mille Lacs is that when you have a shallow lake and you have wind, you're going to have more weight. The waves are more severe. If you have a really deep,
tell our audience why.
It's just a fact of how waves are created.
Sure.
So if you have shallower water, you have bigger waves. If you ever been by the beach, okay, in the ocean, and you get a little bit, and you see how the
closer to shore,
the waves are higher, right?
True.
The break's bigger. And that whole lake, it just doesn't get deeper than 40 feet.
That's nuts.
It's not 100. It's not 100-foot lake, but it's a 20 mile by 14 mile lake. So it's like it's this big dish that's not very deep, but it's a loaded walleye, muskie.
That's awesome.
Smallmouth bass.
On a calm day, I would take the paper birch out there.
Yes.
And I would go to Garrison. I would go to the north side, right? Yep. Put it. You can still catch fish on the slack water side.
You can. Yeah.
Can't you?
You can. I mean, the
calm water side.
A very popular place to go on that is the Garrison Reef.
Okay.
The Garrison Reef is like
how long is it? Like
maybe a mile. It is a long reef. The problem with Garrison Reef though is that little kind of hints for the audience.
Right. We need tips in here.
It gets weedy fast.
Ow.
So once the weeds get in there, it's really tough to fish. It's really to keep the weeds off your line. So what a lot of people do is they'll spot lock where you get an opening where you don't have any weeds.
Absolutely.
And you just lock it down and you fish
keep
that with
working that
bobbers
spot.
Or, Ned rigs or something like that for smallies. That's not where you're going to probably catch a lot of walleyes.
When you're a walleye fisher now, we drift fish for them.
Mm-hmm.
And is that still the way to approach walleye fishing?
Yeah, but a lot of guys use their spot, their cameras. So they're just doing a lot of searching around.
Yeah, they're looking
for fish and then
sight fish.
Yep. Then they're dropping their lines and dragging where they see the fish.
You know, it's funny. This pales in comparison to that, but last Juneteenth, me and my buddy Dale, we were fishing the St. Croix River,
Yeah.
and he has side imaging and everything, and he found a bunch of fish right under the I-94 bridge.
Really?
And there were 4 boats. Everybody else had the same
They could see the
technology.
school.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there we all were.
Yeah. Did you catch any?
Yeah, he caught 2. I lost a couple.
You know, the St. Croix for smallmouth bass fishing is a little gem.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't
No,
understand.
they go up north to Mille Lacs or points beyond.
And you know what? Pound for pound, I have fished that river a few times, and I have always caught
That's awesome.
good smallies on that.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's a one of I think it's one of the prettier rivers in the state. I mean, if you go on the
Midwest.
yeah, it's super nice going down that drift on the east side.
Yeah, we went down to where the Kinnickinnick River comes in.
I do the Kinnick.
Aha.
All right, yeah.
Slipping that in. Trout stream. That's where a lot of bass are, everyone's saying.
Really?
Yeah, where the Kinney empties in the St. Croix is.
You know, I've never fished that, nor have I fished where Hay Creek comes into the Mississippi. I've never really fished that much.
That would be fun to try.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, upcoming trip going up to the Bighorn Mountains in about not this week, not next week, but the week after, 4th.
There's unique qualities to this trip.
Yeah.
Let's hear about that.
This is kind of a twofold thing, you know.
Give me your reason why you're going there.
The first is I need to process the whole dad thing,
Oh, for sure.
right? Like,
Yeah.
dad passed away. I've had people around me for the last month and a half, which is great, and all the support. I really appreciate that. But you know,
We're here
a lot of
for
people
you.
have lost their moms and dads. You know, I'm not.
But I
unique.
think it's harder when you're an adult. Like,
yeah, kind of
I lost mine when I was 13, and you almost don't know any better.
the gravity of it
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
kind of
you
hit
don't.
you. You know, the reality of those. My dad was like me in a lot of ways, and conversely, I was like my dad. You
There
know,
you go.
my brothers not as much,
Mhm.
but I did just a
You were
lot. you know.
2.0 like him.
Yeah, sharp tails.
Yeah.
Hungarian
all-around
partridge,
sportsman.
pronghorn antelope, mule deer,
Yeah.
pheasants.
You name it.
Not ducks and geese. He hated ducks and geese, but rough grouse.
He had
woodcock.
no time for it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, so we golfed together, not as much, but we did a lot of hunting,
Mhm.
a little bit of fishing together, and it's just, when you lose that, it's just. I think I was telling Kenny this. It's like I haven't really had a good sob. I haven't really
Let it all out.
No, so
Right.
I think this will be good for me just
Yep.
to
That's what you're doing.
talk to the Lord,
Yep.
get out to His creation, sit and just kind of just listen to the
That's awesome.
what's the Depeche Mode?
Enjoy the silence.
Enjoy the silence. Yeah.
Yes.
So
You're going to play that on repeat. What? No, but you can't go out there and say, I don't want to do this podcast anymore. I mean,
well, I might do a podcast and record it, and then
Right.
maybe
this could be an interesting angle.
it could be, but they wouldn't listen to your dulcet tones.
What would they
And
do?
I don't- I think
ratings go through
I think
the
our
roof.
listening ship would go from
This could be the end.
0 to 0 fast. But no,
Well, come on back.
yeah.
When
so,
you're ready.
So here's the trip. I'll lay it out for you.
Yeah.
So 4 or 5 days in the Bighorns,
Oh, I love that place. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a buddy of mine, his brother lives out there, and he's going to put up a wall tent for me. People ask, what's a wall tent? A wall tent is just a kind of this canvas Grizzly Adams kind of tent.
Big white tent.
Yep.
Right?
And then, but it closes, and keeps the critters out. But, and then he's got a Blackstone grill up there. He's got a-
Outstanding.
he's
You're
got a
going to come back fatter.
Probably. Yeah, that's not the point, though.
Right.
I plan to lean down.
Yes.
That's another. It's like
That's another part of
it's like
these
one of our
trips.
friends going to large camp.
Yes.
I'll
Large camp.
you know who I'm talking about.
I think I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You come back fatter. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, walleye.
No, but so Bighorns, and then from there, I'm trying to lay out whether I go to Estes Park, which is 7 hours south of there, or I go straight east to are straight west to Idaho.
On the same trip?
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
So Bighorns through Jackson into Idaho.
Oh,
Fish the South Fork of the Snake.
that's legendary.
I know. Did you know there's sturgeon on that?
Yeah, I did. I know. Every now and then you see it on social media.
One question I have, and if the listening audience wants to reply, I've heard that on the South Fork of the Snake you can only use barbless.
That's probably right. For trout.
Is that
Because there's a lot of pressure on the snake. And it's,
that makes sense?
yeah,
actually.
yeah, I believe that.
But what about on the upper portions?
Well,
Same rules. They just don't change. It's like, okay, if we're
I
going to
think
close
it's
this
the
section.
same. But you know what I'm going to offer up is if you just keep pressure on the fish, do you really need a barb anyway? I mean,
So yes, you're right.
technically,
But
but it's going to hurt if you lose a nice one.
Yeah, but when that fish jumps and
Right.
trout, they
I do.
They
They
don't
do
fight.
their own
They
thing.
don't fight fair.
No, they
So-
make us look bad.
But yeah, so going up there, doing a little DIY
This is
fishing.
awesome.
Might go up to Salmon, Idaho.
Yeah,
The Salmon River. I might go up. I haven't figured that next
that's
portion
the
out.
beauty of this.
Yeah, I might hit the big hole in the Beaverhead again. I know some walk-in places up there.
I feel like you're gone for like 3 weeks. This just sounds
it's it's only like a week and 2 or 3 days.
And from when to when? You're going next week
The second the third through the
of July.
third, over the 4th of July. So get past all the crazy people, and then once they've left, then actually go fish some of the other stuff. Once they're gone.
How do you pull this off at home?
A very loving and kind
Yes.
and considerate wife.
Absolutely.
Who may join me on my last leg.
Oh, there you go. Exactly.
So she may fly out to Bozeman
Yeah.
and meet me there.
What could go wrong there? Go to Red Lodge. He rolls
There's a
his
lot that can
eyes.
go wrong, but her cousin lives out there, so we might go. But yeah,
You deserve it. The year you've had.
I don't know if I deserve it. I would just say that it's just
You know what?
it's a long time in coming. I've never done a solo trip, and honestly, I think everybody probably should.
Yeah, I
Like,
think so too.
I think you
actually.
should I think there's value in a life reset sometimes.
Oh,
And I'm not talking vocation reset
no.
but I'm like spiritual,
Just
mental,
a quiet.
like just quiet the noise, because we have so much noise going on.
Yeah, we do.
And it's good to just kind of
Yeah, I agree. I
reset.
think it refreshes you.
Yeah. I was explaining this to someone, and he goes, "Oh, kind of like your electronics on your boat." I go, "Okay, say more." He goes,
Right.
"Well, you know how sometimes you'd be fishing and all of a sudden it like freezes and like you don't know what's going on. So what do you have to do? You have to shut everything down, you turn everything off, and then you turn it right back on, and now you've got your direction, you know
That's
where
true.
to go, and you've got your coordinates. And
Oh, I thought
everything's
he was going to go deeper.
working. So did I.
Because we all grew up where we had none of that.
No, that's true.
I had older fisher people show me
The
three.
Lowrance. They're Lowrance.
Not even that. It was the walleye are at the intersection of that white pine on that shore, that beach,
Yes.
and that resort.
Yeah.
And like it would work.
I know,
Like,
I know, yeah.
It's shocking.
You try,
yes, triangulate.
You triangulate in the geometry and the
You would.
algebra, and it worked, yeah.
Anyway, so that would be cool for everybody.
I think so. But from a fishing standpoint, what the trout we're catching is going to be totally different in the Bighorns, because you're at 8,000 feet
Mhm.
and you're fishing. It's all kind of small creek stuff.
Yeah, right.
Which I might need to borrow your 3-weight, by the way.
Take it.
And then
It's on fire.
and then they're all hitting these little small dry flies.
Oh, fun. It doesn't get better than that.
It's just top water.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be
I love. And there's no fish concert
No.
sojourn on the side there?
Well, the fish concert is on the 7th.
Okay.
But I
see your game.
That's in Madison. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do about that.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's going to happen.
Okay.
But I gotta talk to
You
some
are
people.
living the dream.
No, not really.
And you chose fishing over fish.
So you have been fishing.
I haven't.
Where have you been?
You know what?
besides the St. Croix?
Yeah. I guess I got a couple fun little stories.
Mhm.
Best laid plans last Saturday. Me and the best man at my wedding, we were going to fish the Brule, He lives up there. He's got a couple lake properties.
Why don't I know about this?
Oh, well, you're going to now.
Where's this coming from?
Oh, so I had the day free. You couldn't go, so my buddy.
I feel betrayed.
No, you shouldn't. I asked you
feel-
what you were doing Saturday. Well, you're gonna hate it more because
Oh no.
instead of going to the Brule, my man Bode, Swedish name.
Not Bodie from Point Break.
Nope. Similar renegade rogue personality,
Long
attorney
hair?
at large, long hair. Think Jim Belushi.
Oh, nice.
He's like, you know what? We need to ATV your land. So he comes to Can't Miss Him with a 2-man ATV. Trail cutter had cut
Is
the
that
trail.
technically a sidecar?
Yeah, it is. Actually, it
Or
is. a
sidekick?
So,
Sidekick.
yeah. I'm not. We were like Beavis and Butthead laughing and busting through brush. It felt like 50 miles an hour.
Did you have like a chainsaw running on your
Right,
right
just
hand?
like
and
slash.
just zzz, like just is that how you're like cleaning your driveway out?
Maybe. But we took our lives into
Sorry,
our
that was-
own
that
hands.
was a loud laugh.
No, go. So I had only one wood tick on me, and we busted through our land 2 hours. That's a long time to ATV.
It is.
And then we just hit the bar and had a couple cold beers.
Nice.
And so we never got to fish.
Was that a hams?
It was a grain belt.
Sometimes the best fish stories are not fish stories.
No, they are not. Scary Terry was there.
Oh, how's she doing?
Zach. Scary's looking as, let's just say, as well fed as ever. She's not missing meals. They haven't added salad to the menu at that bar.
Oh, well, I don't think. Here's in fairness to the Clam Lake bar,
Yes.
I'm not ordering salad. When I
No,
go to
you're
the-
not. You're not. You're not. You're taking your life in your own hands.
Correct. I know what's frozen is good.
Exactly.
So I stick to that.
Yeah. So the Brule lost, and my own ATV trails, hiking trails, won.
Beautiful.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So what's coming up for you?
Well, okay. So the paper birch will be on Lake Minnetonka
Nice.
while you're gone, musky fishing and walleye.
I was a little disappointed to hear about a couple weeks ago that you hadn't had
I know.
you hadn't had the paper red birch bark
Well-
out at all.
I'm blaming my storage guy.
But oh well.
It's-
Okay, I'm going to give you a pass because you had a wedding.
I had a wedding. It's all hands on deck.
Right.
You know
I
from
do.
last year with
I
Hunter.
do. Yeah.
Whenever that was.
2022.
You're always on call to go get another case of beer, another bag of ice, another
Yes.
I don't know what.
Something.
And gladly do it.
Honey, can you? Yes.
Yeah. So you got to rock and do that.
100%.
And then like last weekend, my first weekend, we played the Hennepin County Fair, our band,
Oh yeah.
all day with interpretive dancers in
No.
front of you from Lilith Fair.
Did you have sign language interpreters?
We should have, because I never knew you could smell the interpretive dancers below the stage.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, if the
Oh,
wind's
no.
wrong.
Oh no.
Not right. So we had that happening. And the night before we played a little bar. So like that just took the whole weekend. And what did I really get for it? Not that much.
You probably didn't get paid much.
I didn't get paid. I did get paid, but you're looking at your check like, well, that's all.
Here's a scary little detail.
So
that,
true.
That people talk about inflation.
Yes.
It has not happened in the music
No!
industry. No.
Brilliant.
No. It is deflated.
It's deflated.
It's deflated. I mean, I remember my little brother playing 20 years ago, making $100 a night. It hasn't changed.
No, it hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed. Like,
That's exactly right.
I'm pretty sure everything else has gone up.
No, you're right. That's an interesting. We need to carry the cross for that.
Well, it's just like it's like technology. Technology doesn't usually inflate; it deflates, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so you have a computer, you pay $2,000 for that. Well, 5 years later, that same computer is worth $100.
exactly.
You know,
exactly.
it depreciates because there's other products that are better, but that same product is actually
The same. Yes.
very cheap.
I like that. That makes me understand it. We were just talking with another bar, and she's going to pay us, the same pittance. but we love the bar, so we're going to do it. And
The gruel and the wine in the goblets.
Well,
that's what they
the
slop.
pretty much.
The slop on the tray.
We're returning to the same bar this Friday, and literally, she just tells her bartender waitress to just line up. It was vodka cranberries.
And that was your payment?
Well, you did get paid. You got paid, but it was still it came out to like $100 a guy.
That's
plus
not, I mean,
all the booze you can drink.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Those cranberry vodkas, but then you got to have your bass player drive, the guy who doesn't drink. If you don't, you can't. That's not an option. You have to have a dry musician.
Well, fortunately in my band I have a couple of those.
You do, don't you?
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
I love what's the name of your female lead singer?
Angela.
She's awesome.
She's great.
You got to, all you people listening, go see Yacht Rock to see her. She alone is worth seeing.
No, 100%. She's awesome.
What a voice.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
Oh,
And this week we've added the we have a concert this Friday.
let's hear it. Where are you at?
Tuttles.
Oh, good old Tuttles.
Yeah.
What time are you on?
Friday night, 8:00. We have added
we're
a
playing.
trumpet
All right, we'll go.
player.
You did?
Yes.
Wait a minute. What about Snowy White, your sax
Snowman.
guy?
Snowman's going to be there. But
How does he interact with a sax player?
Chuck Mangione.
Chuck Mangio. I mean, is it all horns now?
It could be.
Think about it.
Think about this though. If you
That's
have
cool.
you have a yacht rock with a full horn section, oh my goodness.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
That's the kind of music.
Yeah. Now you just need a stringed orchestra and you're
Yeah.
really like because all that 70s music is all strings and
100%.
Yeah, and horns. You know, it's great. But
Well, the awesomeness.
Yeah.
Do you have? I don't have a problem if on our Falsecast Insta site you post upcoming gigs.
I have no
Because
problem.
People are going to hear it, and if you don't mind, our bands too,
Yeah.
because they're hearing us talk about it.
Well,
So
I've gotten a couple gigs already
Mhm.
that we haven't accepted
From
yet.
this?
from stuff like this. Yeah,
this exactly. That's how it works.
it is how it works.
Rim shot. Me.
Not that we're doing this for
No, we're not.
pimping our gig.
No, we are not. That would be wrong.
However,
That would be like me shooting the 10-point buck in my backyard, and I have a deer feeder in my backyard. That's just not ethical.
by the way, there has been a new DNR Minnesota update on deer feeding. Did you see that?
No, I need to know right now.
They've increased the counties that it's affected by. So they've added 3 other counties to the do not feed the deer thing.
Do you know, like southern Minnesota, like down
That's
in the CWD
always
zone?
That's always been
Yeah.
that way. But Scott County was in it already.
They were, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they added like Hubbard County. They added a few more counties
Really?
because they're finding more CWD.
Yeah.
Here. So anyway, check the DNR homepage because they have a update on that.
Before I forget,
And before we leave,
so right now you can apply for the Minnesota. It's a tiny elk population, but
yeah,
I applied for that.
you did.
I did, yeah.
There's also
There's 10 permits in
There's-
Grigla.
well, there's also unlimited permits in South Dakota too. Did you see that?
But you have to be a resident.
I know, I saw that.
That's the problem. Help me out. Someone find me a way to get a mailbox up there. And then, so Minnesota Bear, the lottery is right now. I'll probably do that tonight.
Oh.
You can go online to apply.
You apply it. Yeah.
Yeah, I bear hunt every year.
How do you
So what you do is you learn the zones. Like I like to hunt just
where there's a lot of permits issued?
Yeah, and then there's over-the-counter surplus no quota zone permits. That's what I've been hunting lately.
Oh.
Because the reality is we have thousands of listeners here.
And we have thousands of bears in the city.
We do. Those quote fringe areas have so many bears. It's not even funny.
Like where are those fringe areas?
Sandstone, Minnesota. If you go up I-35, north of Hinckley, Sandstone.
So St. Croix River Valley stuff?
That you cannot hunt yet. On Wisconsin side, you can.
Why?
It's just like their population models, their estimates. On Minnesota, they don't want you hunting quite that far south.
Okay.
But the no quota zone extends to Hinckley, and that's where I got a bear. I don't know, 2 years ago.
Is that why is that because they don't want them in the cities? They don't want them going further south?
I think so.
We want to keep them.
They don't want a nunuisance.
We
down here.
want to just bother the Duluth people,
Exactly.
and the
Let them
Cloquet
have it.
people. We don't care about
Exactly.
We
Let them deal with it.
thank you, DNR.
But what I found is there's just as many bear there as like I was hunting the Blackhoof River.
Yeah.
3 years ago, and I didn't.
Great river, by the way.
Beautiful area. Yes.
That's a little hidden gem.
It is.
I'm surprised-
There's no fish in that. No.
I'm surprised you even said that.
I
name.
know. Well,
That's
take that from the record.
That's an undisclosed.
I meant
Minnesota
the
river.
Amnicon.
A U.
We'll talk off the record. But yeah. So those are all in play right now. It's muskie season. It's walleye season, like we're saying. It's trout season.
Dude.
The hex hatch is next week. It's usually the third week of June.
We're at the Brule.
Everywhere, like the Rush River.
Oh, yeah.
The Vermilion should have a good one.
Have you fished the Rush this year?
Not since winter trout.
Huh.
And I drive by it all the time.
My buddy said that he fished it, I want to say like a month ago.
And
I
could fish it tomorrow.
He saw a bunch.
Okay.
He couldn't figure out what they were eating.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a month ago though. So like, I don't know about now. They're probably pretty good.
A few years ago, this like banana fly was killing them on the Rush. Someone showed me, and they were right. It was like a size 6, pretty big, like white banana fly.
Size 6,
big,
Jeez.
like the size of my thumb,
Huh.
and it was fun fishing, and big browns were hitting it.
You know the funny thing about Missouri River,
Yeah,
and we got to go because we're
way
past
over.
time. The funny thing about the Missouri River, as I fished it over the last 6-7 years, if you have a size 16. You could have like a midge.
Oh, you're not going to get anything?
You won't get anything. If you have a size 18, they're all over it like,
crazy.
Snack packs and
White on rice.
lunchbox.
Yes.
It's like, what in the world?
Is that?
And it's just a minuscule difference. But sometimes the trout just, that's what they've decided to eat.
It's
and
true.
That's what they're going to eat. And if anything looks a little bit different, they are out. And it's like, that to me, that's just insanity.
I know.
It's like,
It's micro
when you look at like a largemouth, a smallmouth bass, they eat anything.
Yeah,
like you throw a frickin', you can throw the Campbell soup out there.
Exactly.
They're gonna hit the Campbell soup.
Exactly.
It's like whatever. But it's just little micro changes.
I know.
Can really significantly.
But that's what makes it a sport.
I know. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay, let's wrap it up, brother.
Next podcast will be after the 4th.
Yep.
Congratulations, America, for your 250th birthday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Custer, for taking them on. That was a wise decision.
Yep.
Not
a
try
good
to
idea.
get. Yeah. I had to throw that out.
We make no political commentary on this.
No, we don't.
We are political neutral like Switzerland.
We are. We're neutral on it.
Not quite, but
Thanks for listening, people.
thank you.